If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. This offseason, the Cleveland Browns found themselves dealing with a notable hole in their defense after losing one of their starting safeties, Juan Thornhill. Thornhill's departure, although expected, leaves the Browns in a position where they must find a replacement to fill that crucial gap in their secondary. While Thornhill wasn't known as a shutdown defender, his departure underscores the need for Cleveland to bolster their defensive backfield if they're to contend this season. Lance Reisland, a prominent voice on Cleveland.com, has raised the idea that the Browns could target several intriguing prospects to address this need. In his latest column, Reisland went so far as to suggest that Cleveland should consider a bold move, trading back up into the first round to select a player he believes could be a perfect fit for their defensive scheme. Malaki Starks, the standout safety from Georgia. Starks, a dynamic talent, possesses qualities that could make him an ideal addition to the Browns' defense. His physical attributes alone are hard to ignore. Standing at 6'1" with a wingspan that stretches nearly 78 inches, Starks combines exceptional length with explosive athleticism. His speed and ability to change directions quickly make him a threat in any defensive backfield. But it's not just his physical gifts that stand out. Starks has already compiled an impressive college resume with 40 career starts, showcasing his experience and ability to perform at a high level under pressure. One of the most enticing aspects of Starks' game is his versatility. He can excel in either safety position, whether the Browns need a traditional strong safety or a rangy free safety. His ability to adapt to different roles within the defense could make him a valuable asset in the Browns' defensive scheme under coordinator Jim Schwartz. Starks is also known for his physical play, especially in run support. He's not afraid to get close to the line of scrimmage and mix it up, which would make him a valuable piece in a defense that demands toughness and discipline. However, it's in his role as a free safety where Starks truly shines. His range and ability to cover ground quickly make him a constant threat in pass coverage, and he finished his college career with an impressive stat line. 197 tackles, 17 passes defended, 6 tackles for loss, and 6 interceptions. His ball hawking skills in particular stand out as a major asset, as he has shown the ability to disrupt opposing offenses consistently. Despite all these impressive qualities, Starks does have areas of his game that need refinement. One of the biggest concerns surrounding him is his tendency to be overly aggressive at times. While his instinct to attack the ball and make plays is certainly valuable, it can also lead him to take risks that leave him out of position. This aggressiveness can sometimes result in big plays for the opposition when he overcommits and fails to maintain his coverage responsibilities. As with any young player, refining his decision-making and learning to be a little more conservative at times could be crucial to his continued development at the next level. With that said, it's important to note that the chances of Cleveland actually trading back into the first round to select Starks seem slim. The Browns would likely need to make some significant moves, and with the current state of their roster and other team needs, a trade-up may not be the most practical option. Even if they were to pull off such a move, there's a strong chance that the Browns would use that additional first-round pick to pursue other areas of need, possibly targeting a quarterback like Jackson Dart or Jalen Milroe to add depth to that. Future plans at the position. The situation leaves Cleveland in a bit of a bind. While Starks would undoubtedly be an intriguing addition to their secondary, the likelihood of them securing him through a trade-up may be a long shot. Still, his name is one that will continue to generate buzz as the draft approaches, especially as teams weigh their options for bolstering their defenses with a player who offers so much potential. As the draft draws near, the Browns front office will undoubtedly have several options to consider, and Starks' future in the NFL could come down to whether another team is willing to take the leap on the promising safety, or if Cleveland can find a way to strike while the iron is hot. Either way, it's clear that the Browns have a significant decision to make when it comes to improving their defense, and the opportunity to add a player of Starks' caliber may simply be too enticing to pass up, even if it requires some bold moves along the way. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Tyreek Hill, The electrifying wide receiver known for his blazing speed and playmaking ability has officially signed with the Cleveland Browns, marking a monumental shift for the franchise and the NFL at large. This move is set to reshape not only the Browns' offensive dynamic, but also the balance of power in the AFC. Hill, who spent the early years of his career as a star with the Kansas City Chiefs, has always been a game changer. Now, as he joins the Browns, he's bringing his unique skill set to a team that is eager to break free from years of mediocrity and finally return to the playoffs. In his first statement after the announcement, Hill wasted no time in making his intentions clear. He declared, "This is a new era in Cleveland. We're going to do something special here, and I'm ready to be a part of it." With those words, Hill solidified his belief that the Browns, long viewed as an underdog in the league, are now ready to compete with the best. The addition of a player of Hill's caliber, someone who has consistently proven to be one of the most dangerous wide receivers in the NFL, is a statement in itself. Cleveland is no longer just a rebuilding team. They are aiming for greatness, and Hill's arrival is the first step toward that goal. Hill's departure from the Chiefs after years of dominating the league's best defenses raises a lot of questions. The Chiefs' offense, led by Patrick Mahomes, was one of the most potent in the NFL, with Hill being a key cog in their high-flying attack. But Hill's decision to join the Browns is a bold one. It signals a belief that Cleveland, with its young quarterback Deshaun Watson and a solid supporting cast, has the potential to become an elite contender in the AFC. For Hill, the decision to leave Kansas City wasn't just about money, but rather a desire for a fresh challenge and the opportunity to lead a new era of football in a city that has longed for success. The Browns, for their part, have been making waves in recent seasons. Despite a few setbacks, including injuries to key players and a tough division, Cleveland has shown signs of improvement. With Watson now settled in as the face of the franchise, the team's offense has the potential to be a force to be reckoned with. Adding Hill to that mix gives Watson an incredible weapon, a receiver who can stretch the field and make plays anywhere. The speed and agility that Hill brings to the table will open up opportunities not just for himself, but also for the rest of the Browns' offense. With defenses forced to focus on Hill's deep threat, other players on the team, such as Amari Cooper and David Njoku, should see an uptick in their production as well. Cleveland's front office deserves credit for being aggressive in pursuit of Hill. In recent years, the Browns have been unafraid to make bold moves, and securing Hill is the culmination of that strategy. The signing shows that Cleveland is serious about its ambitions and is willing to spend the money necessary to bring in top-tier talent. Hill's contract is reportedly one of the richest deals ever given to a wide receiver in franchise history, further underlining the Browns' commitment to their quest for a championship. Of course, there are skeptics who wonder whether Hill's arrival will truly make a difference. Cleveland's offense has been inconsistent at times, and many fans have questioned whether Watson can return to the level of play that made him one of the most sought-after quarterbacks in the NFL. While Hill undoubtedly improves the team's overall offense, success ultimately depends on the performance of Watson and how quickly the two can develop chemistry. In his time with the Chiefs, Hill became one of Mahomes' most trusted targets, and replicating that connection with Watson will be crucial to the Browns' success. However, there is confidence in the belief that Watson's dual-threat capabilities, combined with Hill's explosive playmaking, could unlock a new level of offensive firepower for Cleveland. Hill's arrival also brings an air of excitement and optimism to the fan base. The Browns have always had a passionate and loyal following, but in recent years, that support has been tested by years of underperformance. The signing of Hill gives Cleveland fans something to rally behind, the hope that their team is on the verge of something big. Hill's brand of high-energy, explosive football fits perfectly with the city's blue-collar mentality, and the prospect of seeing him light up the field in the Dawg Pound is enough to get anyone excited. For fans who have seen their team come close to success but never quite break through, Hill's arrival signals that this is a different kind of team. This is a team that's ready to fight for a Super Bowl. The impact of Hill's move also extends beyond just the offensive side of the ball. Cleveland's defense, which has been solid in recent years, will benefit from the offensive boost that Hill brings. A more explosive offense means less pressure on the defense to carry the load. The Browns' defense has shown its ability to hold its own, and with a more dynamic offense, the team could become a well-rounded contender in the AFC. For the first time in a long time, Cleveland seems to be putting together all the right pieces. Hill's decision to join the Browns is also a significant moment in the broader landscape of the NFL. It's a reminder that player movement in the league is unpredictable, and stars are no longer confined to the teams where they start their careers. With the NFL becoming an increasingly player-driven league, the power of star players to dictate their futures is more evident than ever. Hill's move is a sign of the times, and it could pave the way for other big-name players to consider new challenges and opportunities in different markets. As the offseason unfolds, the Browns' acquisition of Hill will be one of the most talked about moves in the league. Fans and analysts alike will be closely watching how the team meshes with its new star and whether they can live up to the sky-high expectations that have been set. Cleveland's hopes for a Super Bowl have never felt more realistic, and much of that optimism stems from the arrival of Tyreek Hill. The new era in Cleveland is here, and it promises to be one that fans will remember for years to come. In the weeks and months leading up to the start of the new season, all eyes will be on Cleveland to see how the team adjusts to its new look. Can Hill and Watson build an explosive connection? Will the Browns' offense take the next step toward becoming one of the NFL's elite units? These are the questions that will dominate the conversation, but one thing is certain: Tyreek Hill's arrival in Cleveland has ignited a fire in the heart of the city, and the team's aspirations have never been higher. With Hill on the A roster, the Browns are no longer just another team in the AFC. They are contenders, and the league is on notice. The Dawg Pound is ready for a new era. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you like the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!